Okay, sorry about that. You know how I get when I start coughing. So I have a cough drop and we'll see how we do now. Okay, so where we left off is we put in text for a second paragraph. So we put in the starting tag and I was just getting ready to put in the closing tag. So go ahead and put the slash P. So you can see we have a paragraph that starts here and ends here. Then we put another paragraph starting and ending. So let's go ahead and save this. I'm going to save it. And then let's go back to our page and refresh. So just like we saw in W3 schools, even though when we look at our code, it looks like the paragraphs are going to be right on top of each other with no space between. That is not what happens. When we use the paragraph tag, the browser will automatically separate the paragraphs with a space. Notice there's by default no indenting and all the paragraphs are left aligned. So that's good. I think we did good. Okay, now numbered lists is what I'd like to take a look at next. And I'd like to just go to Yahoo just to give you a quick example of what it looks like. Yahoo always has numbered lists of the top 10 trending items. So these numbers right here. Let's go back to W3 schools. And let's look in our tutorial lists. And I see that I have a tutorial on how to put a list in. So let's click that. Okay, so there's two types of lists. Now I refer to them in my comments as a numbered list and a bulleted list. I see here from W3 schools that they're given a slightly different name. They call a bulleted list an unordered list. So let's change, or let's add to the bulleted list, say bulleted list slash unordered list. And for the numbered list, they call that a ordered list. So the numbers meaning providing order to the list. Now, let's go ahead and look at the try it yourself stuff. So we see all kinds of crazy stuff going on. First of all, here's the body and the slash body. I have an H2 heading said an unordered HTML list. So that's where this comes from. Now, I see underneath it 3 bullet points listing coffee, tea, and milk. How do I make that happen? So let's go to the left. So what I see is a starting tag UL. UL means unordered list. So I have a starting, so we're telling the browser, make me an unordered list. It starts here, it ends here. And then if I want to list each item individually, then it's going to need a bullet. I use this other tag, li and /li. And those tags stand for list indent. So if I have like 5 things I want in a bulleted list, so 5 bullets, I'm going to have 5 of these lines. What I see below is a second H2 heading called an ordered list. Remember, ordered means numbered. So instead of telling the browser to start with the tag UL, we say OL. That's how the browser knows to use numbers. And then just like above, we use the li and /li. And for every numbered item, we would have its own row. You can use more than one word. It just doesn't have to be one word. So we are going to do a little stealing here. So let's copy from right here H2 to the end /OL. So let's do a copy. Let's go back to our code. Okay. Now, I want you to put that, let's do this like this. Let's paste it under numbered list. And then let's take the stuff from unordered because that is that needs to go below. So let's highlight that and cut it out. Oh, that didn't really work the way I wanted it to. You know what? I'm just going to take this out again. Let's just take it all out. That didn't work quite right. Okay, so I'm going to start that over. How about we just do one at a time? I'm going to take the unordered list. Let's copy that. So unordered is the bulleted. Let's put that in the section below. Let's go back to W3 schools and look for the numbered list. And we're going to copy. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to stop this. I see what I'm doing wrong. I'm missing. I don't really want these headings. Let's go back to our text for a second. Okay. I'm going to clear this out. Let's just focus on this one. Okay. So, bulleted lists, I have the UL and the slash UL. Let's go ahead and put in an H2 heading. And I'm going to decide for our bulleted list, I'm going to call this my favorite candy. Sorry for the confusion there. So to do that, I put the H2 in and the slash H2 around my favorite candy. So what I want you to do is I want you to give me, let's say, 4 of your favorite candies. So I already have 3 li and slash li commands. Let's copy one more. So I have 4 sets of commands. Now, to list your candy, all you got to do is type between the tags. So just click between and list your 4 favorite candies. So put whatever you want. I'm going to put Milky Way. I'm going to put Reese's Peanut. I don't know how to spell. Butter Cups. I'm going to, I think is there 2 C's? Oh, it must be. I'm going to put Twix. Then I'm going to put peanut M&Ms. Okay. So I'm under bulleted list or unordered list. I have the H2 heading and I made my unordered list. So let's go ahead and do a file and a save. And if we go back to our web page and let's do a refresh. Now, here you will see it's underneath the paragraphs right where it should be. My heading, my H2 heading, and my bulleted list, listing the items in the order I typed them in. Okay. Now, let's work on the numbered list. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to list your 5 favorite whatevers. You could do your 5 favorite sports teams, your 5 favorite colleges, your 5 favorite books, your 5 favorite artists. Do whatever it is that you want. Okay, so I'm going to go back to W3 schools to the try it yourself code. And I'm going to work on the ordered list. So my video is going to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right now.